Hi guys, we're here with...
Craig Urbani, playing the lawyer Billy Flynn in Chicago the Musical.
Tell me a little bit about your character.
He's a very cool, silver-tongued prince of the courtroom. They refer to him as. He's a cool lawyer, manipulates the facts, gets these very sexy, cool murderesses off. Never lost a case. And in the show, in the context of the show, he does what he does through some dialogue, through some acting, and three very, very cool numbers. And the payoff at the end, after everyone's been working their butts off around him, dancing and looking very sexy and cool, is immense. Because you can't help but like this very charming, very manipulative, very charismatic guy who's doing some immoral stuff, but you love him anyway.
Can I ask why? Why do you think that the audience love this?
It's part of the charm of the show. It's part of the charm lies in the irony that even right at the end, after an audience seeing that they're guilty and knowing that they're guilty, they say to the audience, "Thank you so much for believing in our innocence," and the audience love it. They love the fact that they've had that fly-on-the-wall view of how these people manipulate, of how these people spin things, of how these people work things, and it's done in a way that you can't help but still identify with them, still love them, still find them charming and endearing, and I think you question yourself about that, and that's part of the charm, you know. You ever had that thing where you watch a movie and you kind of get upset if the baddie gets caught, because sometimes you kind of go, "Oh, I kind of like that baddie." Well, that's what's happening here, and it's shrouded in glitz, glamour, sex appeal, charm, charisma. You can't help but buy into it and love it.
And so tell us, do you think it still applies in today's time, the 1970s theme of, basically journalism and media?
It applies more. The show actually resonates more now than it ever has before. It's about manipulation of the media. It's about how you package something, how you spin something. It's about Donald Trump's fake news. You know, now this would be a world lived on social media, would be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Then it was newspapers, but the messages are the same, and it's basically how people get away literally with murder. I mean, it happens in our country, it happens all over the world, it happens in Donald Trump's America. Fake news, because of how things are spun, how things are manipulated, and who's doing it. You know, if you've got power behind you, you've got money behind you, and you've got the means to fabricate a good story, they're going to buy into it. People are going to buy into it. People are going to believe it. So it's and also the Me Too movement. The women in this piece are very powerful, very brutal. They use men. They use him, but he's okay with that because he gets his bucks and he goes in there. And
so you're saying it's the other way around? It's not the men that use the women?
No, the women in this are the power. They are they're criminals.
Perfect.
And it's this Me Too movement now where they are criminals. They are sexy. They are sassy. But don't you dare touch them if they don't want to be touched. Don't you dare look at them in a way they don't want to be looked at, because they may kill you. And then get this guy to get them off because of how he spins it. So it's applicable now more than ever.
Okay. So any advice on how to be a guy like you inside in your character? How to be the guy that
be like
spins?
Billy Flynn? Well, I don't know. I'm not intelligent enough to be like Billy Flynn. Craig Urbani would miss something or make a hash somewhere along the line. But look, if you can think 3 steps ahead of the game, and you know how to manipulate, and you know how to convince people to believe everything you're saying, then you're halfway there. I would make a mess of it, but it's fun to play.
It is fun.
Yeah. And Billy Flynn would love ZA, and I love ZA.
Thank you so much for your